What it do, what it ain't, it's your boy Shaw B, Mr. Red Cup Chronicles in this thing. I ain't got the red cup, I got me some body off. Trying to get myself hydrated, you feel me? But we gonna talk about LeBron wanting his respect. I'm trying to figure out what kind of respect he want, bro. Like, you're regarded as top 5 to top 1 player in the world universally, you know what I'm saying? And you're crying about some respect. You on your Instagram account crying about people changing the criteria for you. You was crying about the MVP. This is what I'm talking about with the only child syndrome, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, you just won a championship. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have to feel like you're the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has to feel that way. Now, if you want to go out there and say that you feel like you the greatest, that's cool. If that's your goal, do whatever you're entitled to. But this is what I would say to that. In sports, especially team sports, you usually let your counterparts, your peers, tell you that you're the greatest. You understand what I'm saying? In individual sports like tennis, boxing, it's more formidable for somebody to say that you know what I'm saying, they're the greatest. Now, with my thing, I feel like LeBron is top 4 or 5, maybe 3 all time GOAT conversation. So I don't feel like that would be disrespectful. A lot of people got him in that conversation. Even people after the finals, people that moved them from that might have had in the top 10, moved them up to like top 3 or 2. So I don't understand where he feel like the disrespect is coming from. Now, people want to say, well, he went to 10 finals or whatever. Yo, Jerry West went to 9 finals. 1-1. We don't consider him as no GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson went to 9 finals in 12 years. People don't have him in the GOAT conversation. They got him as a great. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't understand what this disrespect is coming from. Now, I can sit here and run off all kind of numbers, stats, and blah, 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 why I feel like Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like some of y'all can run off stats about LeBron being the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But I go off the eye test. You know what I'm saying? What I've seen from Michael Jordan, and granted, I'm 40 years old, so I've seen eras. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Bird, Magic, Mike, Isaiah, Kobe, LeBron, Steph. I seen eras. I'm going off the eye test. Like, LeBron to me has weaknesses in his game. He doesn't like to go right. He can't, he has his mid-range game is very lackluster. But he put up numbers. So if you want numbers and stats, you can't argue with it. But he has flaws. Michael Jordan doesn't have a flaw in his game. Like, what's the flaw? It was early in his career, you could say push him left. But he got rid of that. No matter where you pushed him, it's whatever. You got the free throw lines. LeBron kind of shaky at the free throw line. And I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of you LeBron fans, you probably don't even notice that. Do you know outside of 7 feet, LeBron James is like a 35% shooter all time? Outside of from 3 to 7 feet, he is a career mid 30% shooter. How are you a GOAT and you're a wing player, and outside of the paint you shoot 30 something percent? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I will say this about LeBron James, where I feel like he's better at it than Michael Jordan. He know how to control the tempo of a game better than Michael Jordan. You know, that's how LeBron carries a lot of teams. He know how to understand the tempo and what needs to be done for his team to stay in the game or get wins. And, that's how he can do more with less, as you would say. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is with me, and this is why Michael Jordan's always been the best to me, and until I see this happen, it's probably nobody else gonna be close to it. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is in my top 4-5-3, whatever. Michael Jordan was regarded as the greatest basketball player after his ninth year. Universally. After his ninth year, he won a three-peat. It was regarded that no scoring leaders could ever lead a team to a championship. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did it like once in 71. I think Shaq did it one time. Every year Michael Jordan won the championship, he led the league in scoring. He changed the narrative of that. Nobody does that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Shaq did it one time. Michael Jordan retired, got suspended, got kicked out of the league, whatever the case was, for a year and a half. Came back, got himself in shape, changed his game, and dominated the league again for 3 more years. Won 3 more championships, and was the best player after that. You feel what I'm saying? And it wasn't slouches. You're going to say it wasn't nobody he's playing against. We had Penny, you had Grant, you still had Akeem, you had David Robinson, you had Shaq, you had all these people, you still had Barkley, Drexler. We still had all these teams. Mike 6 championships. He beat 5 number 1 seeds from the West. 5 of them. He wasn't beating number 4 seeds, number 3 seeds. He beat 5 number 1 seeds. Okay? You want to say Michael Jordan lost in the playoffs. That's cool. Everybody losing the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to say... Excuse me, phone ringing. Do you want to say that LeBron James didn't make it to the playoffs at all his first 2 years? People don't talk about that. People act like LeBron James got to the league and went straight to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Some people act like Michael Jordan got straight to the league and only played 6 seasons and won all 6. We're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I like to say minus LeBron James first 2 years, and we can take them Michael Jordan last 2 years from the Wizards. Let's just erase that. Now, a lot of people say LeBron James do more on the court than Michael Jordan. That's cool. That's cool. But do you know in 1988-89, Doug Collins put Michael Jordan at point guard because the team was struggling? In 10 out of 11 games, Michael Jordan had a triple-double. That year, he averaged 35, 8, and 8. But Mike can't pass. Mike can't rebound. You know what I'm saying? All these things LeBron do better than him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that right there. Now, another thing. Michael Jordan, first three-peat. 1 Hall of Fame player. 1. Every LeBron championships, he had at least 2 other players that's going to the Hall of Fame. 2. At least 2. Kyrie's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Kevin Love is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Dwayne Wade's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Chris Bosh is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Ray Allen's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Anthony Davis is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Rajon Rondo is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Dwight Howard is going to get into the Hall of Fame. Okay? Now, the second Jordan three-peat, he did have Dennis Rodman. I will give you that. So that's 2 Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, LeBron James started the super... People like to say Boston started the super team. That's not correct. That wasn't people coming together in the summertime and let's build a team. LeBron James started that. So it kind of came back and bit him in the ass when KD went to Golden State. You feel what I'm saying? You created the monster, then complained about the monster. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Now, this championship to me is dope. You won a championship. I've been said it, even I had the Clippers winning it. Even if they would have won it, I still would have said it's a fugazi championship because the bubble shit and all that shit. But it's still a championship. So you got your 4th championship. You're 4 out of 6. Now, does that move the needle a little bit? Yeah, it moves the needle. you go up some, and this is not even like a post or Red Cup Chronicles to slander LeBron James. Like, I get on Facebook and shit, I like to make people mad, push their emotions and shit, because some of y'all take it too seriously and too emotionally detached and all that stuff. And this is strictly all basketball. I'm not talking about off the court, what LeBron does off the court, because he's great. From what I see and what I know, he's a great dude off the court. You know what I'm saying? So no issue with that. This is strictly basketball. You feel what I'm saying? But to me, I just don't see LeBron being able. Maybe if the Lakers three-peat, maybe we could have a discussion of Jordan being 1A and LeBron being 1B. You feel what I'm saying? That's when we can have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really go down a whole lot of lists and stuff that Jordan did that nobody else does. Just like some of y'all can bring up some LeBron stuff, like he got the most 3-pointers in playoff history and shit like that. Like, he played 17 years. Like, let's not act like that's a stat that he's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. Do you not know who's the all-time leader in 3-point? I think it was like before. I'm thinking it was Jason Kidd at one point. And we all know Jason Kidd can't shoot threes. It was Scottie Pippen at one point. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to do that. I just think from the eye test, if you're watching LeBron James and you're watching Michael Jordan has no weaknesses. None. LeBron has a few kinks in his armor. Struggles to go right, to pull up and shoot. Free throw shooting. You know what I'm saying? He has no fundamental post moves in the post. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is just what we see. You know what I'm saying? It's no hate. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And some of you LeBron fans, like, it's just crazy. Like, I can have an opinion and you can have an opinion. You think that's your GOAT? You think he's the greatest in the world? That's cool. And I'm not trying to convince nobody no different. I'm just stating my opinion about the situation. To me, he would never be number one unless maybe he might three-peat with the Lakers. I don't know. Then, like I said, we can make a 1A, 1B. But until then, still got Mike, man. Mike. And Mike not even my favorite player all time. You feel what I'm saying? It's just levels, man. It's just levels. But yeah, this Shaw B, Mr. Red Cup Chronicles. Out of here. Enjoy, like, subscribe, share. Out.